We're going to start today with a sweetbread. So I'm going to do a delicious fig, date and walnut bread. It's very easy and very yummy. So what I've already got is I've heated a little bit of buttermilk. I love it. It's really something that works well with a lot of different cuisine.
Nice.
So I've got some nutmeg.
Okay.
And I've also got some ground cloves. I want it to have that sort of, you know, lovely dried fruit, traditional sort of spicy flavour.
Sure.
Now, I've got some chopped dates and I've also got some chopped figs. Now, the interesting thing about what I'm doing is I'm actually soaking all of these, and it depends on how dry the dried fruit actually is to how long you actually soak it for. So what I'm doing is I'm just soaking this and cooking it in the actual buttermilk.
Okay.
And I've got some maple syrup, and again, you can use honey.
And a nice big amount of maple syrup. There's like half a cup there at least.
It was.
We could have put some more in there.
And you know what, Adrian? When I said sweet, I did mean sweet on this case, and you know that's something I don't normally tend towards.
Yep.
Now, let's do the dried ingredients. So I've got some wholemeal flour.
Yep.
Obviously, you can't sift this. If you do sift it, make sure you put the whole milk part of it back in the bowl. That's the whole point of it.
There'll be nothing left.
Nothing left. And I've got some baking soda, so I'll get you to pop that in there.
Yep.
Now, I'll give that a little mix, but why don't you crack 2 eggs into this mixture for me? I'll make a little well.
Free-range eggs, of course.
Always good quality, free-range eggs. We want to get that protein and the best type of protein as well. Adrian, can you grab that bread flour and just put 3/4 of a cup straight into the bowl? And I've also got some virgin coconut oil. So this is instead of butter.
Or extra virgin olive oil if you wanted to.
Or extra virgin olive oil. Look, I tend to try and use a really stable oil, and this is a really good oil because it doesn't, if you heat it up to high temperatures, it's fine. So pop that in there. Now, do you want to give that a mix for me?
I can do that.
Now, this is perfect. You can smell the dried fruit.
And the clove is really strong.
Really lovely. And you can see it's all emulsified. I've brought it up to the heat. I didn't have this on for very long, anywhere between sort of 10 to 20 minutes. And I'm going to put that straight into this mixture here.
We're hot loading.
We're hot loading.
There we go. And I'll just stir that into it like that. Beautiful.
Now, I've already gone ahead and lined a loaf tin.
This seems like a real Christmassy sort of bread as well. Something you have at Christmas or Easter.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of that sort of celebratory feel to it.
Okay, just pour that in.
Yes, please. Thank you.
There we go. It looks great. Smells great. This is one of the easiest bread recipes I've ever worked with.
Yeah, it's nice and simple. Tastes good. I've got some walnuts. Let's just break those up and pop them on top.
There we go. Some for you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And some for me.
Just break them up in your hand. Don't be too precious about it.
Definitely not precious here. There we go.
No, that's so true, isn't it?
Yeah, sprinkle it on top. Walnuts are great, lovely.
I've preheated the oven 180 degrees. It's going to take about 40 minutes. That sweetbread looks delicious, but what I'd love you to do is to make what I like to put on the bread, which is a little bit of yogurt, maple syrup, and some zest of lemon.
Nice.
So I know that's more of my kind of taste, but we'll see how we go trying to get you to try it.
I don't mind yogurt, and this is nice thick yogurt. A little bit of maple syrup on top. That's enough for you?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I'd probably put about 3 times that on there, but that's all right. And a little bit of lemon zest, just a little
Just a little bit, just
tickle.
to get that little bit of that sort of sharp, zesty flavour. It's really, really yummy. Now, do you like the end bit? Because I like the middle bit.
I like the middle bit where it's nice and soft and moist and lovely.
So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on it. Oh, here we go. All right. I knew I wouldn't get him to convert to the yogurt, maple syrup, lemon zest thing.
I do like it in theory. It is good, but I think if you're going to have something like this with fruit bread, lashings of butter. That's the only way to do it. And of course, luckily, there's plenty of maple syrup set aside. This is like a dessert for me, Zoe. You have a taste of that.
I love the yogurt with it. What do you think?
Fantastic. I love it with butter. The yogurt, I'm sure, is fantastic. I think it's a great one.
This is also really nice with cheese. I've had this with goat's cheese on it. A great sweetbread. I'm going to do my rolls next, and then we're going to do your naughty cheesy cornbread.